is with Pina, and you know, it's on board the Britannia. Everything I read about the Britannia, she is going to be incredible, isn't she?
Really, really
Brand
special
new.
ship, yeah. I mean, this VT footage you're seeing now, this bit of video, has only just been released by P&O. And again, the ship is still currently being built. She's been floated recently. So it's only giving you part of the idea of what's going to be happening. But she's going to debut in 2015 in February. She'll be the biggest ship for P&O, 141,000 tonnes. She'll carry 3,500 passengers. She's going to be beautiful. She's going to have a lot of new features on her. She's going to take popular features from the rest of the fleet, such as Ollie Smith's Glass House, Atul Culture's Sindhu Restaurant, the Crow's Nest Bar, and then brand new features, adding in celebrity chefs, including James Martin, who's going to have his first cookery school on board a British ship called the Cookery Club. You're going to have people like Marco Pierre White on there again, and you've also got Eric Cake Boy Landlard as one of the food heroes. So he's got his own cake shop on board, which is going to be really wonderful. Purpose-built single cabins with balconies. A three-tier atrium with a wonderful starburst sculpture, which is really, and that in the atrium there is going to have the Eric Landlard patisserie. It's going to be absolutely incredible. You've got 4 swimming pools, including the Serenity Pool, and the Serenity Zone, which is just for the adults.
Just look at all those famous chefs there, sorry Keith, as well, yeah.
It's going to be amazing. You're going to have the Crystal Room dedicated to all different types of dance, great facilities for young people, and they're going to have a studio, a TV studio, the same studio that featured for Princess on The Royal Princess. So a dedicated TV studio where they can do live TV shows through to the rest of the ship, where they can have guest speakers coming in, do game shows. So this will be the second ever TV show at sea. It's going to be a really wonderful feature.
Do you think they might need us, Keith, at any point?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll have to get in touch, you know.
Yeah.
If you're watching, Mr. Dingle.
We've got to get on this new ship because she looks amazing.
Yeah,
and
really stunning.
We'd love you to book this afternoon because demand's been huge, actually. Anyway, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to, because the great thing is, the Britannia is based in Southampton, so no flying on this one whatsoever. No,
none at all. Relaxing day at sea for you to enjoy this special ship. And in its maiden season, there's going to be so much going on. It's going to be so exciting, this. And your first port of call, La Rochelle. A dramatic entrance awaits you as you arrive, sailing between the 14th century Twin Towers. And the medieval city of La Rochelle offers an intriguing mix of well-preserved and restored historic buildings and marketplaces within a lively modern city full of bars and restaurants and a really excellent aquarium. You won't fail to be charmed by the wonderful arcaded streets, the old timber houses and the elegant architecture. Tickle your taste buds with a visit to the town of Cognac, famous of course for Cognac, Connoisseur Hennessy and the Martel Cellars. Enjoy the waterways of green Venice, which are crisscrossed and highly picturesque, and you can explore them with a traditional flat-bottom boat going deep into the marshes. Then you're going through to Bilbao, and this is great. This is perched on the hills above the rust-coloured waters of the Nervion River. It's a thriving port, the commercial heart of Spain's Basque Country. The city's charms are a jumble of bars and restaurants found in the old quarter. You can stroll the graceful, wide 19th century boulevards. You won't miss, of course, Frank Gehry's wonderful masterpiece of sculpture. The Guggenheim, which is absolutely amazing.
And the flower dog that we just saw, that in the museum, my God.
Yeah, there's loads of wonderful, whimsical modern art all over the city. And Nervion Riverside, that this sits on, is a linear park which you can walk along and then take the tram back the other way. And failing that, head out into the Basque countryside, visit San Sebastian on the Basque coast, built to host the Spanish royal family and the aristocracy. Beautiful, fine sandy beaches and more for you to enjoy. Then you go into La Coruña, situated on an outstretch of land blanketed on each side by the sea. This beautiful city offers incredible vistas. You can wander the small old town, watch the watches over the harbour. You'll find many pleasant cafes here and you can people watch. And then you'll be able to go out and see the Tower of Hercules. It's an epic 180-foot lighthouse. This is a glass sphere. This is great. The San Pedro sphere that goes up the San Pedro Mount, and you can go up and down in it every half hour, and it gives you amazing views. The other big thing to do here, I mentioned, is the lighthouse. It's the oldest existing fully operational lighthouse. It's been going for 2,000 years.
And still going.
And still going. It's a Roman lighthouse. And of course, this is your gateway to Santiago de Compostela, one of the greatest pilgrimages of the Middle Ages. Now
you've got a relaxing day at sea, so just enjoy that brand new ship, and we're making our way to St. Peter Port.
Save the best till last.
In fact, I was with P&O when I visited St. Peter Port a couple of years ago, and I had the best day. It's amazing, Sean. It's once the haunt of sea dogs and pirates, and obviously still while you were there, but St. Peter's Port is also one of the prettiest harbours in Europe. Rows of brightly painted houses and terraced gardens. Just 8 miles off the coast from France. Absolutely stunning. A mild climate, breathtaking scenery, peaceful unsport ambience. Castles and forts dot the Jersey coastline, including German fortifications from World War II, because this was the only part of the United Kingdom to be occupied by the Nazis during
World War II. The island is perfect for rambles along cliffside paths or through the bucolic interior. Traditional fishing, flower growing, dairy farming are all still important, and of course that favourable tax climate, which means lots of great little trendy restaurants.
Yeah. And then, of course, back to Southampton. Now, I know we've talked about the Britannia, but this is the first time we've actually been, been able to take bookings live on the show.
It is, and it's really exciting to be able to do this because she is really turning heads at the moment. And of course, we've met the wonderful. If you go onto YouTube and type in Planet Cruise, you can see my interview with the captain, Captain Brown, who's going to be the first captain. A lovely man. There's so much excitement going on around this ship,
and there's nothing like being on board a brand new ship. This is a maiden season, so everything will be brand new, everything will be immaculate. And I think, anyone that's cruised, for several years, the ships just get better and better, don't they?
They do, and P&O have brought in the Richmond design company for this, a British design company that have designed hotels such as the Langham, the Mandarin Oriental Hyde Park, the Intercontinental Hotel in London, the Four Seasons in Hampshire, Sandy Lane in Barbados.
So this is going to be really good.
Oh, this is very, very special. There's no expense spared. You're looking at the theatre there, which is going to be absolutely stunning, continuing their great British-style West End shows.
And because of P&O's great relationship with Planet Cruise, let's just show you the price that you can actually get this for today. And imagine, the demand is big for the Britannia, really huge. So, while this is £659, you're going to get... obviously, it's the maiden season, but you're going to get free £90 on board credit, or you could go for free parking or free coach transfers. You could also think about maybe staying in the Marriott the night before to make your, your journey even more stress-free, of course. And that's just £70 per person. We always get a half price off on that, but you'd get your parking and port transfers as well. 5% discount as well if you have cruised with, of course, P&O before. We'll give you that 5% discount. And a reverse itinerary for the 23rd of May, just to point that out as well. That's amazing, I really do, for a brand new ship. And
absolutely, because whenever a ship's brand new, of course, it costs even more. So that is a really, really good price. And it's going to be an astounding atmosphere on board.
Yeah.
In the first season, it always is, because there's such excitement, there's such energy. And this ship, it's the biggest ship that's ever been built specifically for the UK market.
And so, maybe I shouldn't say this, but from my own experience on new ships, quite often, all of the best people that the company have got in the industry, so the best cruise directors...
Is another very good point. Yeah, you put your strongest team on there to open it.
Yeah.
And you also bring in the very best of the acts to come on.
Yeah.
As a cruise director, I'd be bringing in my people that I knew were going to really... kind of push the boat out.
I have noticed that new ships,
Oh, everything.
You get the top team on board.
Yeah.
And excursion-wise, by the way, great excursions we mentioned are available through Planet Cruise. That was so exciting.